about kind of what a reflection is from a geometric standpoint. So let's first get a polygon out here. Let's build a quadrilateral. Okay, so we have our quadrilateral. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put an arbitrary line in here. So I don't really care that much where the line is. Okay. We are going to reflect this polygon over this line using the transform tool. And we're going to define the transformation as a reflection. Okay. We choose the line we want to reflect over, that one. We choose the object we want to reflect, that one. And when I hit apply, okay. Now I'm going to go back to construct because this is good. I'm glad that we have it. I'm actually going to make it, I'm going to label it as what it actually is called, and that's the image. So the image is the result of a transformation, whereas the pre-image which we'll do like that for right now. The pre-image is the original object. So we have our pre-image and then we have the image that resulted. But let's look at a few things here. As in, how did this reflection occur? And we're going to look at that by using more tools. And I'm going to start off by building a perpendicular line. Now, for a perpendicular line, you need to choose the line that you're perpendicular to, and you need to choose a point. And I'm going to do this for each point in our pre-image, or each vertex in our pre-image. And hopefully you will notice something is happening. Specifically, this image, the vertex of our image line up on the same perpendicular line to the line that we reflected about. So I'm going to actually change this color to red. That's the line that we reflected about. I'm going to change each of these to green, just because there's a lot of blue on the screen. Okay. Well, that's one thing that is true about all reflections. We have these perpendicular lines to whatever line we reflected over. But now, how do we determine exactly where to put this image? Because right now, what we have determined is that the image lies on these perpendicular lines. Well, for that, I'm going to have to build a segment. And I'm going to build that segment. And I'm going to build that segment. Now, you did notice that I had to eyeball the second segment, meaning that this might be a little off as far as our actual label here, but I'm labeling it. That's 4.1. And I am labeling this 4.08. Now, this is something that y'all have dealt with before. It's the disadvantage of using a tool like this, is the fact that sometimes you can't be 100% exact. But by doing all of these, I'm hoping that you'll see what I'm getting at, and that being that these vertices of our image are the same distance from the original line that we reflected over as the original point was. So to try to say that a little clearer, the distance from our pre-image to the line that we reflect about is congruent to the, or is equal to the distance on the other side. Okay. This is one of the ways, and actually this is the way that if we did not have a tool like Desmos, we would be having to do this in a different way. But because we have this tool, we're just gonna we're able to do this quickly. And what you notice is, even though human error came in and I was a little off, it's fairly evident that those links are congruent. Okay. So, what is a reflection? To go to the thing that we started off with. A reflection is when we move our pre-image along lines that are perpendicular to some given line to a point that is the same distance away. So each of these vertices gets moved to a point that is a specific distance away from it. Meaning, we have this final relationship. Now, the rest of the notes for section 3.1 is going to be in a different slide, in a different format, and that will be the second video. For now, stay safe, and I will see you.